we went camping, and well, it was good. Miyoung, we were pulling up to the house address to park, and Miyoung read out the house address because I was like, "Is this the right number?" And she just reads out the number on the house, but I thought that was her saying like say it was like 4427 or something. She goes 4427. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is 4427. So I get out and we start unlocking all of the locks with the codes, but
Well,
nothing.
we couldn't.
Nothing was working. Okay, we're like, the code's this, right? And we're like, nothing's working. Bring it. Try the other door. And then we realized that Miyoung. Well, I guess.
Well,
it was,
me.
Okay.
That's how was I supposed to know?
So her reading out what I thought was her reading the message from the owner was her reading the house sign. So she read that, and I saw that, and I said, perfect. That's the house. This is the house. We all get out.
This is the
We're
house.
getting out. We're vlogging. Hey, what's up, vlog? We're here at the house. It's looking beautiful. Meanwhile, breaking it. Like nothing's working.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
So nothing was working, and then that was pretty much that. And then the trip itself was good. We caught some fish. We caught catfish. We watched a movie called Black Phone. When I say we caught fish, like we saw the catfish on the hook, and they all escaped, and we snapped the line because we opted for cheap fishing equipment. The neighbor snitched on us and said that we left the lights on and the fire on, but that's not true. We just went to bed late, and then on the way in we turned everything off, but they thought we stayed up all night and left everything on, and they snitched on us for having camera equipment. And there was neighborhood drama between the people. We saw these people jet skiing by, right? And then our neighbors who were the narcs, they were going, hey, 5 miles an hour at the jet skiers flying by. And those jet skiers didn't see them, so then those neighbors hopped onto their personal jet ski and start flying after them at 50 miles an hour to tell them to go 5 miles an hour. It was wild. We were just staring, and we're like, damn, this is actually jet ski drama. Yeah. So there was some real drama going on between them and them.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then I made some McMuffins. Miyoung played a lot of Hearthstone. I don't know if I've ever seen you play that much Hearthstone.
Whoa, that's not true. I had fun experiencing fishing.
Yeah, actually, Miyoung had the biggest character development ever. Let me explain.
Oh, okay.
So first, Miyoung, because, we have to have live bait, which is like the worms. So the worms... First, Miyoung couldn't even look at the worms because, you'd cut them, and then, they were called night crawlers, and they go right? And Miyoung's like, oh, I can't even look at them. She can't even touch them. By the second day, she's like, hey, we should go check if there's fish. She was, the one who wanted to go check the fish. And I'm like, and because we realized the strat for catching catfish, because we don't have the patience to sit there with the lines out, the secret was to leave it out and then go back in the house, and then the fish would catch, and they would think that they got the little worm, and they would go off far, far away, and then they would take the line with it. 2 hours later, we come out and we see that the line is halfway into the lake, and we reel it back in, and then then they start coming in. Anyways, by the second day, Miyoung was like, so we decided that the night crawlers weren't working, so we had to use mackerel, okay? And then it was this defrosted, nasty mackerel. Miyoung was chopping off the heads and the body, and the first time she saw it, she's like, oh, it's looking at me! And after that, she was just chopping it, and then there's these wasps that were flying around the mackerel. And she was not even scared. She was batting it off, and she's like, ugh. And they're flying right by your head and stuff, and you're like, ugh, go away. And then you're chop, and then you're like, give me the hook. And then I threw the line in, and I saw the mackerel go one way and my line go the other, and I'm like, oh no, Miyoung, the mackerel came off. And then you're like, let me fix it, hold on. Miyoung's reeling up her own thing, puts it down, and then she's like, give it to me. And then she chops off another head, sticks it on, knocks the wasp away, and gives it back to me. And then I'm like,
wow, this storytelling is crazy. I felt like I was there. Whoa, your storytelling, it's that's just insane. Wow.
It's what happened. She's a pro fisherman. It went
She's
from like
reenacting like every single little movement. Like that was crazy. Wow.
I mean, it was
Seeing
wild.
that in person is just kind of crazy.
To witness your development with the bait was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was insane. She couldn't even look at it, and then it went from just like one moment and give it to me. There you go.
The sound effects too.
But I got really good at reeling it in. You know, like you lift it up, then you hold the thing, lift the thing, and then you go, whoop. And the one thing that they don't tell you about fishing is how it's terrifying that there's a little hook that you're walking around. Like, it's already hard enough walking without anything in your hand. Then you add a fishing pole that, like, you know, sometimes my hair when I'm, like, talking or, like, when I move. Oh, sorry. My hair, like, hits people.
Geez,
because I don't really think about this extension of my body. Well,
Yeah,
now
you don't.
add a 6-foot pole to that as an extension of my body. And then to the end of that pole, add an invisible string with a hook.
Oh, jeez. Man, I don't feel safe anymore.
Anyway, it was terrifying because me and Miyoung would be sitting like across the docks, but then when we'd have to cast our lines, we'd kind of turn it sideways and Miyoung would go up.
Tell them about the Sims part, the Sim part.
It doesn't make sense.
It does. I was playing music,
Okay.
and then Leslie, right? I was just there waiting,
Yeah.
watching, hoping that a fish gets hooked, right? And I was just standing there, but I was playing music from my phone, and that part was like in my pants pocket.
Yeah.
And then Leslie just walks up, she just starts dancing like this. and the whole time that threw me out because all I could see after that was like that green diamond that the Sims have in the game above her. The whole time she kept doing that.
You said something like what if there's someone controlling you, like telling you what to do?